Who's right? To defend or stay out. It's not a question of who is right.
Hey guys, Brewery 602 Beer Reviews here, at Brewery 602 on Instagram. My name is Marcus, and today I'm going to do a battle beer episode. So I'm going to actually be doing a battle beer episode with some Fest beer. So I have Wren House Brewing Company located in Phoenix, Arizona. This is their Fest beer coming at 5% ABV. And I have Tombstone Brewing Company Fest beer coming in at 5.7% ABV, and they're located in Tucson, Arizona. So I've never actually tried Tombstone Fest beer before, so this will be my first time. Last year I did have the version from Wren House, and absolutely loved it. So this, on the back of Tombstones, it says, this golden Fest beer features the finest German malts and our favorite traditional German lager yeast, clean and malty with the slightest hint of balancing bitterness and a crisp, dry finish. Our goal was to create a smooth, easy drinking lager with a complex bready and nutty malt character. So very interesting. I do love the can art on both of them, of course. I do wish, since Wren House does can their beer, I wish they would actually put information on the cans, but they never do. They don't put ABV, they don't put can on date, they don't, nothing. You get, I'm sorry, they do put can on date now, so I do apologize. And actually it says 9/19/19 and it says Prost on the bottom there. So anyway, let's see what we get. See which one's better, right? So I'm gonna just crack them both open. And we'll pour the Wren House beer. I do have a Wren House glass here. Just gonna pour a little bit. Pour that one. That's the can there. So Wren House beer is definitely unfiltered gold color. It is gold. Really nice, bright gold. Really nice white white compact bubble head on that. Let me get a dry-by aroma. There's a great malt character to this. So right away you get like this really crisp cracker breadiness. It's like a white bread. It's not. It's really distinct white bread. The lager characteristic is really nice too, and actually I could still get a little hint of Wren House's yeast. You know, you get like it has almost like a cinnamon kind of a character to it. Yeah, smells really clean. It smells really like inviting and warm. I do get a slight earthy tone on the hop character as well, but the malts just play big on this. It's just so, it shines with the malts. So really love the aroma on that. It is absolutely fantastic. Let me check out the Tombstone beer. So the Tombstone beer actually is a slightly darker. It's still gold, but it's a little bit darker, and it poured a very sudsy head on this. It's still white head, but it's very sudsy, and it dissipated really quick. And I poured it pretty hard too, so does look like it is also unfiltered, a little bit clearer than the Wren House beer. So let me get a dry-by aroma on this one. So on this one, it's actually more like cracker kind of thing, more of a cracker, and you definitely get a big yeast, German yeast kind of a character out of it, that lager yeast. That's like a real clean kind of a crackery yeast that, you know, you could smell like the cleanliness out of it, or how clean it is. It's not as pronounced. The aroma is not as big as the Wren House beer, so it's a little bit more subdued. Which is interesting because the Wren House beer actually comes in a lower ABV. You would think it'd be less of a nose and stuff like that, but it's really not. There's a interesting kind of a, I would say almost like a strawberry-ish kind of thing going on too with this one. There's like a strawberry character laying in the background. So very interesting. And they're pretty similar. You could see we probably can't tell on camera, but the Wren House beer is definitely lighter. It looks more like a gold yellow color, whereas the Tombstone Fest beer looks a little bit more in the orange kind of color. Anyway, let me get a taste on the Wren House beer. Cheers. That's nice. Big, bright malt character, real subtle, hop character, but perfectly balanced. It tastes fresh and clean, just spot on for fest beer. Perfect. It's not overly sweet or not overly cloying. It's nice and dry, definitely well attenuated beer. Tastes fantastic. Just very, very good beer. You get a taste on the Tombstone beer. Cheers. So the Tombstone beer is more hop forward. So it's definitely dry as well, but I'm getting more of like a hop character out of it. So there's almost like a strawberry kind of a floral hop. It is a little drying as well. It's not as bright. It's not as refreshing as the fest beer from Wren House. Still very clean, well attenuated, very, very dry, but it's a lot more hoppy than the Wren House version. In the Tombstone beer, I think there may be a slight stringency to it as well. It is a little stringent. I think it needs to be a little bit more malt forward, whereas the Wren House beer is definitely more malt forward. Yeah, the Wren House beer, definitely more malt forward. The Tombstone beer is definitely hoppier. Both very good beers. For me, I think the Wren House beer is a much better craft beer. Like I would say, like for me, it has that bigger malt character, the bigger malt backbone, balances really well. Whereas a Tombstone beer is more of a traditional German lager. It's definitely in that traditional dry, almost to the stringency point, but has that cracker, punch to it with some hops, with those noble hops. So the Tombstone beer is more like traditional, whereas the Wren House beer is a fest beer with a Wren House twist to it. That is absolutely delicious. Both really good beers. So, I mean, for me, I'd go Wren House. But again, the Tombstone beer is fantastic again. So anyways, I thought I'd try something a little different. As far as grades are concerned, I mean, I'd probably go like a 92 with the Wren House beer and go at 88 with the Tombstone beer. So there you go. Again, this is Wren House Brewing Company located in Phoenix, Arizona. Tombstone Brewing Company located in Tombstone, Arizona, which is a little bit past Tucson, in Arizona. So again, my name is Marcus. It's Brewery 602 Beer Reviews at Brewery 602 on Instagram. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Cheers.